Hey everybody, hello, clearing. Okay, this is going to be a spine of fire reading. We're going to get into the chakras or the different, main energy centers that the couples here, the aligning ones, connect with. So we're going to do what is on the conscious mind of the counterparts. How are they emotionally navigating the circumstances that they are facing at this time? What is the energetic gifting, awareness, heightened experience that they are experiencing regarding this progress, this journey? This is going to be divine feminine and divine masculines. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the amazing people that join me here. What can we see for the Divine Feminines? I just heard in all their glory, being the incredible, vivacious feminines they are, and for the Divine Masculines coming into their own leadership and energetic savvy. Also, I just felt I'm going to do some more mini readings about ascension energies. Very, very short readings on the energies that be. So watch for those. And if you haven't subscribed and you like my content, please subscribe. I want to get to 20,000 viewers, and I'm going to do a major coaching package giveaway when I get to that. It's been a little bit slow moving with subscribes lately. So if you haven't subscribed, like, share, comment, please. It helps the algorithm and it helps my channel grow. Okay, let's get into it. So crown chakra, what are we getting? Putting in the work. So higher instruction, higher motivation. This is connection to source. So this is divinely guided information, specialization. The Eight of Pentacles is about really getting to a level of competency where you can start breaking the rules and innovating and bringing in wild card technology, deviating from the norm. What are we getting emotionally? Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So in the name of love, instead of fear, instead of letting survival mode kind of run the day, there is I can do it, a resilience, overcoming, trailblazing energy here. And homeboy Metatron. Okay, Metatron star, exaltation, brilliance, triumph, and victory. So well done. On the crown chakra, you guys are getting downloads because you have qualified yourselves by putting in the work, overcoming the fear. And now you're going to look lucky. You're going to look like genius. You're going to be bringing through ideas that other people will be like, oh, why didn't I think of that? This is also going to be in the realm of love. So what are the feminines looking at? Princess of Wands and the Hierophant. So this is really seeking higher guidance and starting to hear the answers infallibly. So a lot of times people ask, how do I tune into source? How do I begin? How do I start to hear those messages? Through dispelling the fear and really aligning with that love frequency by putting in the work, the discipline to repeatedly go back to it, cultivate it, and to stick with it so that it becomes a way of life, praying without ceasing, running everything through the heart space. And this is like a feedback loop, seeking with beginner's eyes and allowing these keys of consciousness to come through. This is an open crown chakra, feminines. So this would be bringing in innovations in your connection with your masculine. It will also be bringing in innovation in your career and finances and living situation and friends and family situations. This is the master key, going to source when you don't have an example to draw from, when it is difficult to know your way. This is always remembering to ask and to find that meditation where you do discern the answer. And for the masculines, Ooh, grounding this love in reciprocity. So masculines are saying here that they've been fearful from their ego in the past. They were afraid of being hurt. Now, because they're seeing the signs, they're seeing these victorious overcomings of fear, they now know they're safe to love. That with you, feminines, they're getting this divine intel that you are not going to hurt them, that you're actually what you say you are, that you are righteous, that you are aligned, that you are for them. You're mine. I just heard they know that you're theirs. You're their match, not in a possessive way, but they are the one for you, or you are the one for them. And they're starting to see how basic that is. When it's the person for you and you offer them something, they handle it correctly. And so the masculines are realizing now that they have been very stingy. They have been withholding. They want to give into this connection, pour into this connection more, because it's coming through that way energetically from the divine. They're feeling inspired to give. It's coming from the proper place, the proper alignment. They're starting to crack the door open to this reciprocity because they've been giving a little and you've been receiving it. You've been in gratitude. You haven't been missing the cues. So whether that's energetically or in the physical, you've been picking up what the masculines have been putting down. And this is like a beautiful shift, because in the past the feminines were in an energy of you got to come correct or not at all, and there was a hardening of the heart against masculine energy. It's been a deep unlearning. So the masculines are now finding that their efforts are being rewarded with gratitude, but that their efforts are also becoming more inspired by the divine, by higher guidance, by their heart. What can we see on the third eye chakra? Ooh, self-love. So both are finding ways to love themselves more, to affirm the love, not the scarcity and the fear. What is this doing energetically? Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. What I'm getting here is that both counterparts are validating that they are lovable, that they are worthy, that they are sacred, that they are divine, that they are not of this world, that they are deserving of love. Their conscience is clean. Even if the counterpart isn't saying that they love the other one, there's still a worthiness in the knowing and invention, innovation, and scientific pursuits. So this is actually being brought forward by both of the counterparts through innovation, through showing the world your more authentic self without needing to have any accolades or acknowledgement externally. So this self-awareness of your divinity is bringing different results from the world. Instead of being in victim mentality, there is a receptivity for goodness, for abundance coming in. It's like an abundance magnet has been switched on for the counterparts, and these connections are going to align more because that is part of the abundance. What about the feminines? Whoa, the Star and the Five of Swords. So yeah, this can be the victim mentality or cheating or taking the easy way. But you've had to learn this roundabout human experience, the hell. You've had to learn that to climb on this destined path, to see the full spectrum, to be tempered, whittled away to your essence, to your core. And so, yeah, you've gone through a lot of experiences where you could make it about the external circumstances or external people, feminines, but part of your destined path is to learn to overcome that kind of judgmental energy and have mercy, humility, compassion for self and other, and to see accurately, to see honestly. When you are loving on yourself, you see honestly, and it's never going to scathe you from outside of yourself. And now you're starting to see the results of looking at things differently like that, being proactive for your own life, not, feigning needing to be rescued. And the masculines here, Queen of Wands and Eight of Cups. Well, all eyes are on Divine Feminine. So as you love yourself, your masculine is really starting to see how clearly you are for them. Eight of Cups is the walking away from telling ourselves emotional lies or living in less than energy, settling. It can be, coming out of confusion, walking away from having too many irons in the fire. Masculines are really honestly telling themselves that you are their match and that they want to walk away from all the options. They want to walk towards their happiness. What are we seeing on the throat chakra? Communication. Ooh, Mother of Pentacles. So deep self-soothing. This is deep inner nurture. This is positive self-talk. This is arm wrestling, or thumb wrestling, the inner critic into compliance, into more of an honest interpretation, not a bullying interpretation of self. This is like home is where the heart is, but learning how to anchor that heart within. What is the emotion? Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this can be taking an overview of your current health status, really pledging to have a better exercise routine, nutrition, remove yourself from stress, stop putting yourself in harm's way for your health. Like your body in this new energy is going to be so much more sensitive to things that are misaligned in your environment or any actions that you're taking that are no longer, you're not going to be able to sustain any kind of lower vibrational things. This is really treating the body well. And that means also tempering excess, because you can do any of those health things to an extreme. Sirian Stargate, transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. So I always think of the serenity prayer with this one, but this is really to each their own, letting everybody find their own way and really pulling your empowerment into what is working for you, what you know is the healthiest thing to do. And being in prayerfulness, tuning in, asking for higher guidance, but transcending, settling for mediocre experience in this physical body. So that means no matter what health level you're at, no matter what circumstances, there's something you can transcend and pray for more serenity involving your actual physical self and communicating your needs. So this might be setting healthy boundaries. This might be changing living situation, standing up for yourself, not taking things personally. There's a real move to become more autonomous with taking control of your physical well-being. How are the feminines looking at this? Yes, ending the burden, overcoming the devil. So we get the devil in this burden. I'm really getting that, things that have felt immovable, logistics in the 3D, maybe even health concerns that seem, I'm hearing even terminal. There are solutions. There are ways of looking at and correlating whatever your current circumstances are, associating it with burden, with things that you've subjected yourself to that no longer resonate as high frequency or true. You're discerning now. This devil energy is connected with the burden. And so when you end the burden, you overcome the devil. What about the masculines? And I'm just getting one more for the feminines. This devil can be karmic energies as well. And so you're not abandoning the karmic energy by caring for yourself. When you're happy, everybody's happy. What is good for you is good for the universe, feminines. So the devil wants to tell you that you have to put yourself last, that you have to take care of everybody else, that you have to put up with bad behavior, that you have to be a doormat. No, feminines, you have to put yourself first. You have to choose yourself so you can be able to be generous. Otherwise, it's passive aggressive, it's resentful, it's not thriving, it's playing small. So advocate for your path of freedom and health, feminines. For the masculines, we've got Moon and Eight of Wands. So right now there's some secrecy. Masculines are feeling like they're moving by the cover of darkness, but energetically they're tipping you off to it, feminines. So whatever you're clearing at this time, feminines, masculines, it seems like you're doing something. You're up to something. I can't help it. I'm going to pry. What is the secret that the masculines are up to? There's a fish, and I'm getting very sexual energy about the fish, but so yeah, they want to just give you space, feminines, to end your anxiety and to clear your burden. The masculines are very, very clear that they want to give a little bit of space with this serenity prayer right now. They don't want to be a distraction from this burden, this ending of your burden. So feminines, what I'm getting here is that the masculines are saying it's okay. I'm going to be available. We're going to be able to go deeper once you end your burden, but I don't want to add more on your plate. Your plate is full right now. Get proper rest. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. The masculines are sending you so much energetic love, but they are kind of shrouding right now. To some degree, they're staying back because they want you to step into your empowerment, but they need you to choose you right now, feminines. It's so lovely. It's not a rejection. They just really, really don't want to make you spread too thin by distracting. They want you at your full force to clear up whatever this karmic stuff is for you. Beautiful. So they're energetically conveying that. They're choosing them. They are stepping into more health. Oh, they might be wishing on stars and sending you prayers. And what's in the heart space for the counterparts? Humility, overcoming that devil energy and just like dropping into that self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So this is true empowerment. This is about stepping over that threshold of consuming energy to contributing. And that speaks of life purpose. That speaks of having enough energy to be generous. That speaks of being happy and healthy and whole so that you can offer your best to the world, not your pessimistic, skeptical, kind of victim blame stuff that we sink into when we're in disintegration. But this is with healthy self-esteem and choosing our yes to be yes, our no to be no, with having this definitive, discerning way of navigating. We're stepping into showing others what it looks and feels like when we choose ourselves, when we're whole, when we're healthy, when we're just doing it in the name of the greater good too. What are the feminines? Oh, and the energetic card. Temple of Eventual Destinies, Benevolence, Spiritual Progression, Enlightenment. So this is a very autonomous, enlightened motion. And this is saying eventual destinies will bring the two. The two roads will converge again. But right now there is very much this, we're in it together, but we have to just go through the rite of passage together, or on our own right now. What can we see for the feminines? Yeah, the Tower and Seven of Wands. There's a lot of bravery here. There's a lot of foundations falling, a lot of major changes. So this is the end of marriages. This is the end of karmic situations. This is the end of jobs. I'm actually seeing some specific messages, bars and feminines, in certain types of sex work that are not honoring. I say that very compassionately. There's always a fine line between, what is appropriate and what isn't on the best of days in every walk, but I got specifically those two messages. There is a lot of bravery to overcome binding and to free our spirits. Now, anytime we bring in sexual energy as well, the prostitution templates are even, being in a loveless scenario and bartering sensual connection for financial security, or, those kinds of things. There's a real done with that kind of energy I'm getting here. The Seven of Wands is a karmic card, and I don't want to just sexualize all of it. I hardly ever go into that kind of message, but what I'm getting here, feminines, is to really see how there's a covert bondage to the way that you have had to use your charm And be really brave to end any kind of external flirting or, using your feminine charms to get your way. This is about your soul value superseding that animalistic charm, manipulation. We're hardwired, to be cute or bat our eyelashes or that kind of thing. But this, it really is, you get to be that high priestess that sets the record straight, that isn't misleading, of masculine energy, that's not your match, not your person. This is really, you have more empowerment to show up as a high priestess rather than that Jezebel energy. There's a new level of it. So I'm getting with Mercury retrograde, there might be people from your past that you used to engage with in a slightly lower vibrational way that you're going to be able to set the record straight with, and to hold your own, and to truly take sexual tension out of it. Wow, feminines, that was a message. So this has to do with your self-esteem and your empowerment and this eventual destiny with your masculine. So I'm hearing celibacy on the horizon for some. There is a period of celibacy before you come into twin flame union, before you come into alignment with your aligned one. So I'm getting that motion here for some. And the eclipses are going to be getting anything connected with a disintegrated self-esteem out of the way. What are the masculines getting? 2 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, well, there seems to be some kind of a standstill, a stalemate here while this not quite single energy is happening. So masculines, you might be finding that people are also coming back from your past that you don't have closure with. This can be exes resurfacing. I'm really getting that. Usually with this 2 of Swords, there's an X made out of the swords, and even though you've been trying to block them, they might still have some kind of an annoyance in your life. But just stay the course. Your self-esteem has greatly improved on this journey, masculines, and it's really important that you keep, not engaging in these karmic battles with exes or trying to prove your value to your ex. Just, release it, learn it, use it as a learning experience, and stay the course towards this immense love, this destined love that you are on track for. Okay, what can we see on the solar plexus chakra? Empowerment, high priestess. So this is about being still and knowing and using compassion and really sorting, sifting your actions in the world, your choices, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. So that's part of the serenity prayer that we just saw on the heart space, is really knowing what is of value. But this is also accepting the things that aren't for us, accepting the things that we can't change, that we just need to vote off earth and go a different direction. So this is not fighting battles, not trying to be right, not proving someone wrong. This is just, to each their own. Deep acceptance. And Chamber of Inspiration, bliss, aspiration, realization, those colors together. So this is about letting go of the things that are not for you, that rub you the wrong way, that are you putting yourself in harm's way. No longer repeat patterns, and now going towards your bliss. This is an empowered kick in the butt to go towards your bliss. How are the feminines viewing this? The Chariot, full steam ahead to their perfect match. So yeah, feminines, this is definitely you getting down to business. Anything you need to do that brings you closer to your love. This can be moving. This can be travel. This can be you, ending anything. Just accepting the endings of so many things and getting stuff done. But also not doing anything that prolongs. The high priestess really wields mercy and humility. And so therefore it's not conceding, but it's a full release, a full surrender of the things you cannot change, and a forward motion coming in towards the things that you can affect. So it's a full release of things we can't change, a full movement towards the things we can engage with and connect that are positive. And for the masculines, we get Queen of Cups and Seven of Pentacles in the inverse, so a clearing of the confusion. Yeah, masculines, your intuition is really backing you up right now. I did feel heavily masculine energy in the mini read, the super quickie that I did earlier today. And so this is a clearing of those options and really trusting your intuition to choose yourself and choose this path forward, even if it might be counterintuitive to those around you. There is no other option than your feminine for you, truly. And on the solar plexus, on the empowerment chakra here, you are being invited to go straight towards that which makes you happy and not fight it anymore. What can we see for the sacral chakra? Oh, the Two of Wands. This is like really grounding it in the physical. Both are just letting the gravity of the connection pull them into home base here. Envy. I am the same as everybody with different challenges. So people might envy these connections and how they come into play, or those who don't know, haters be haters. They're going to look at these connections and say, what makes them so special? Why did they get to be in that situation? Why did they get to be chosen? They're weird. They're too different. They're, not normal. Their connection defies what I was taught. Let them, because that is the beginning of opening their mind. If it rubs them the wrong way for too long, they'll start thinking about it, and it will set them in an awakening journey. These journeys by proximity are going to shake up the world. They are going to cause a lot of people to question what they thought was normal and what they thought was love. And it's really, has to do with this chemistry that the two have that is undeniable. The spark in each other's eye when they're seen in public. Many of these connections have not been seen in public because they're going to be so charismatic, so dynamic, that people are going to have like whiplash turning around, checking out these couples. Let me tell you, this is going to be like nothing else because it's real. I'm seeing a holy fire engulfing the two energetically with their aura, walking down the street, walking in public places, and there's just this ignition around the two. What a beautiful vision. Holy, holy, holy. Spiral of life, movement opening and unfolding. So this is natural. So it is coming in. These connections are going to be portals of love outpouring into the world. What can we see for the feminines? Overcoming the devil in the physical. So yes, as you overcome the devil internally, this allows for this outpouring of holy fire, transmutation. These connections, the fire, the element of fire is transmutation. Wherever you walk, wherever you are connected to each other, there's going to be a flame of transmutation where people are going to incinerate their judgment, their fear, their envy. And it's going to be so evident that love is possible. It's going to be so inspirational, but it has to do, feminines, with you overcoming the devil internally and then being your full self in the physical. What can we see for the masculines? Three of Swords, Page of Wands. Yeah, so this is heartache. So masculines, you're so sweet. Like, I'm really getting here that it's very tender to, let go of karmic partners, to let go of other past relationships, especially because we see some of those ego things coming in with this Mercury retrograde for clearing. But this is about you asking for higher guidance and really seeing the fruits of those karmic things. They taught you lessons, but they brought with them strife. Those connections weren't based in love. They were based in things you needed to prove and to understand and to see clearly. But they were not meant to bring success. They were meant to really tip you off to your wounding and to get to a place, like an escalated place where you're like, it can't be this way. I don't want this. I need something more love-filled. And so keep seeking for that love-filled, but just trust. You're not abandoning the karmic. Those are reflections of you. They're past reflections of a more wounded version of you. And you're not abandoning the wounded version of you, masculines. You're healing it. So keep asking higher. Keep asking how to allow peace about the motion that you're taking in your life, about the changes. The karmic always wants, the karmic energies, that doesn't just mean a person, the familiar keeps pulling on us until we're fully embodied this bliss, this pleasure, and it can't grab on anywhere because we're smooth. Our energy is smooth, it's not jagged. I just heard jagged little lies. So yeah, you know, love doesn't manipulate, love isn't toxic, love doesn't lie. Those karmic people that lied right to your face and said they didn't, masculines, keep praying higher. You don't owe that energy anything. Yes, you have to take accountability that you put yourself in those situations, but you can get yourself out. You have gotten yourself out, and it's about letting go. Don't envy how happy they are with other people. Don't feel like you were not good enough because your karmics chose to be in other affiliations, business, family, romance, you name it. Just keep letting it go. Let what is for you unfold for you, masculines, and know it because of the chemistry, know it because of the sensuality, know it on the sacral chakra, because it's so life affirming. There's so much life in your connection. Let go of those things that have death energies and anguish and hell, masculines. That's love doesn't hurt. Love does not hurt. What can we see on the root chakra? Here's the kindness card that I really got for the counterparts in the mini read today. This is about the blank slate. This is starting fresh. It's starting somewhere. It's meeting in beginner's eyes. Yes, you have a connection. We're not talking about throwing that out, pretending the connection has never been there. It's about embracing it, letting go of all the stuff that has happened that's been clouded and foggy, and just seeing what is now. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So this is saying your divinity is highly creative. This is like crown chakra downloads as well. How can you show up in these present moments in a more creative, more honoring, more blissed out way, a more grounded, a more practical, present way, so that you can show up and seize the moment. What is the energetic? Seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, multidirectional change. So this is the what it's all been for kind of energy coming in, where two crystalline, pure beings have done the work, and now this rainbow color. So in this deck, there are these neon colors and then the subdued colors. This is next level, everybody. So imagination and presence, when two are meeting in this fresh mutual energy, it's exponentially next level. How are the feminines grounding this? Overcoming the anxiety and going towards their bliss. So this was the anxious card that the masculines were saying earlier. They're kind of keeping a distance right now because they know there's a push for you feminines to overcome things and to really normalize your sleep patterns, balance out your life. They know that you have your precious energy. You only have so much on tap right now. And so, yeah, this is a confirmation you're doing wisely with your time and setting your sights on your happiness for the children here, for your future, really using your imagination to envision, to keep you anchored in forward motion, to keep showing up, to keep overcoming. We have had to overcome everything that we wrongly initiated in our lives through this ascension process. Our lives are completely different than they have been in the past. What about the masculines? Four of Cups and the Hanged Man. So opportunities coming back around, but this is a card of the past. Four of Cups is unrequited love, missed opportunities. Now there's this epiphany. It's no longer going to be a missed opportunity in the past. The masculines are definitely seeing new opportunities, creative solutions, and changes that are exceeding the past, exceeding what was previously available. They're seeing that they can choose, that they can let go of patterns. They don't have to have a death sentence doomed to have unfulfilled, unhappy relationships. This is the epiphany that the Four of Cups was nothing compared to the 10 of Cups that's possible in these connections. The Four of Cups is sort of in scarcity. It's when we're beginning to see, Our ego thinks it's all that glitters is gold, and then we lose it and we're so confused for a while. But now we're coming into this presence where we understand that those things that we were hurt by in the past that confused us were karmic, and now we're coming into this heightened whole kind of motion. Okay, what can we get? Let's get one more of these. Sometimes my fingernails don't work to pick this stuff up. Scoot it to the edge of the table. There we go. Okay, what can we see for the collective that joins me here? Inner peace. Practice equanimity. Stay balanced within turmoil. Shine the light in the darkness. Be a beacon for others and stay resilient. So you are becoming resilient. You're a beacon for others as you go through the final rite of passage before you start coming into more harmonious, publicly recognized connection with your counterpart. I'm hearing it's going to kick off so fast when it's time. All of the developing motions are going to finally, we'll be clear of our karma. We'll be free from our circumstances. We will be out of those contracts. We will be able, free and clear, to pursue this love. And en route, be graceful. Embody this tenacity, this perseverance, this resilience. Be a light. Show others how you can be balanced in the face of adversity, through the turmoil. Oh, the world doesn't know you, saints, you beautiful, beautiful, wise masters, how much it takes until they go through it. But keep inspiring yourselves, keep inspiring your counterpart, keep inspiring the world, and let's give the world permission to overcome together. How beautiful. Yeah. Okay, everybody, keep fighting the good fight. Many blessings. Bye for now.